I'm Kate Doyle Feingold. I'm a mother and I'm an attorney. I live in Fairfax City. I also spent 8 years in the Marine Corps and I have a PhD in criminology, law, and society. I came across the organization Mandate Democracy and was very intrigued and hopeful for what I know it will accomplish in providing voters and constituents an opportunity to communicate what they want their elected leaders to do in a secure and safe way, and in a way that the elected leaders can't argue with the results. Unlike a poll where you might have questions about who answered the poll or how reliable the data is, this system is very different. You can log in and express how you want your elected leaders to act, and we'll provide that information to the elected leaders and hope that they make the right choices. We are running a trial in Fairfax City. We have a list of registered voters from the Virginia Department of Elections, and we're sending out postcards to all of those registered voters. The voter can then access the voter account online on the Mandate Democracy website, where they'll confirm that it's them, and Mandate Democracy is not collecting any personal information. And then you'll go into a web page where there are options for you to express to first the Fairfax City Council members how you'd like them to vote on upcoming issues, like the upcoming issue about prohibiting firearms in public buildings or on public places where there are permitted events happening. There's also a number of options to vote on about upcoming developments that the City Council will be voting on. There will then also be options to express your views on state issues, upcoming state issues with the Virginia legislature, which, as you know, right now they're in the middle of a special session, and so every day is different in terms of the issues they're talking about and voting on, or sometimes not voting on. And then there will be some federal options as well. In addition, the space for you to bring up any issues that aren't listed that you would like your elected leaders to know about. So I'm an independent, and one of the things that was important to me about Mandate Democracy is that it's nonpartisan and it's a nonprofit. What Mandate Democracy is going to do is to provide every voter, no matter your party or your beliefs, your religion, your socioeconomic status, provide every voter the same opportunity to communicate with their elected leaders how they want them to act. And that is important to me. I think that it will help our elected leaders. We have a lot of people who are in office who want to know what their constituents want, but they don't have that information. And I think that is one of the very important things that Mandate Democracy is going to provide to those elected leaders, the information that they need to vote in the way that we want them to. Right now, in current events and what's happening in our country, the parties, Democrats and Republicans, oftentimes are dividing us, the people, and not helping and not focusing on the issues. And what Mandate Democracy is going to do is ensure that everyone, every voter who has a cell phone, can securely provide their voice, their vote, to the elected leadership to ensure that they start focusing on the issues and leave the partisanship behind and leave the talking points behind and focus on what really matters to us. And Mandate Democracy is going to provide that platform for constituents, for voters, for residents of Fairfax City and across the country to communicate what they want and what we need to do to bring the country together. Mandate Democracy is providing all voters the opportunity to focus on the issues and to force their elected leaders to focus on the issues, as opposed to focusing on divisiveness and talking points that divide the country and pit Republicans against Democrats or liberals against conservatives. And by focusing on the issues as voters on Mandate Democracy, we're able to communicate to our elected leaders what we want them to do, which isn't divide us further, but it is in fact to vote on important things that help move us together and help move us forward as a country. As an attorney in Virginia, I think it's foundational right and incredibly important to ensure that everyone has the same equal vote and the same opportunity to vote on these issues, and for mandate democracy to provide that information that can't be questioned to elected leaders at the local, state, and federal level. Mandate democracy, I believe, provides a pathway to providing us with effective leadership and a pathway to equal access to voting, equal access to this foundational right to have representatives who actually vote and act the way that we want them to as constituents. I believe mandate democracy has the potential to really turn around the confidence level in government that people across the U.S. have right now. As constituents, we elect and put someone in office, and then oftentimes the way that they vote or act while they're in office is not in line with what the majority of people want. And I think that that is a feature of the government right now that it leads to crumbling of confidence. And I think mandate democracy will be able to fix that. Potentially, people are going to vote on mandate democracy and be able to share what they want their elected leaders to do, and then that has the ability to increase the level of functioning in government, the level of people from different parties having to work together and actually having to do their jobs and come to solutions, negotiate, and be a functioning, moving forward body, a part of our community and society that it hasn't been for so many years. I want to say thank you to our George Mason students here who are providing the video work and editing. We're here in Enterprise Center of George Mason University right in Fairfax City, so of course thanks to George Mason University, one of my alma maters as well. And I hope that everyone participates when they get their postcards from Mandate Democracy, goes to the website and takes that important opportunity to make your voice heard on the issues that matter to you from the local level through the state and federal levels, so that we can help to improve the political system in this country, fix it, and get it moving again and functioning for us, the people.